What is good, my people? We are back with another workout. Currently in London. If you haven't seen the vlog, go check out the vlog. But yeah, currently in London, so the settings have changed. Today we are doing a chest, tricep and shoulder workout. Now, not much has changed in terms of equipment. We're still on the chairs. I don't have dip bars in London and it was too cold to go outside to the Calisthenics park. So we're still working with the chairs. You know, me and the chairs have a good relationship. As I always say, if you can find some sturdy chairs to do some dips on, man, you have no excuse. So we started with like about 20 reps of body weight dips. Now, I think this was actually the day after I'd flown, or maybe like 2 days after. I don't know, but I was still a little, fatigued, still a bit jet lagged. So, like I was still like proud of this workout, even though we wasn't working with weighted dips and whatever to start off with. It was still a good workout. So we banged out, as I said, a couple body weight sets of dips, man, and we just did our thing. And unfortunately, these chairs have like a rounded top, so it did make it a bit awkward when trying to grip it properly and all that sort of thing. But again, as I say, you gotta make it work, man. And then we got onto the weighted dips. As you can see, I secured the 2 chairs with some extra weight plates, and I had to improvise with the dip belt, or just basically I had to use a resistance band over my shoulders. I chucked on, I think it was like 2 5-kilo plates on the bands, and we just worked with that, man. These were the only bands that could fit through the holes in the weight plates. So I would have gone heavier in terms of how many weight plates I had attached to me, but this was the only thing that was really going to work. And I didn't want to overstretch the band by adding too many plates. So we did that, man. As I said, it's always about being flexible, using what you have, using what you can, and then just going from there and trying to get a result at the end of the day. But I felt good doing it. I think we did about 3 sets of weighted dips and 2 sets of body weight, so it was 5 sets in total, which isn't too bad, I don't think, especially being jet lagged. So hey, well, when I say jet lag, I wasn't like sleeping badly. I actually kind of got back into the swing of things pretty quickly, because I didn't sleep when I got home. But when you got that like travel fatigue on you still, that's basically what I had, man. So it is what it is. So then we moved on to some push-ups, and it was nice to use some parallettes just to give those wrists, a bit of a break, because it can be a bit, heavy on the wrist sometimes. So we used the parallettes. I think I did about 20 reps. I'm sure, if I remember correctly, because I'm watching this live while you guys are watching this. Like during the editing process, I'm just watching it back. Same time you guys are watching it back. So I'm just trying to work things out as the video goes along. But it was about 20 reps in total on each set. Sometimes if I can push a 21, 22, I'll do that, but 20 minimum is the goal. And of course, as you get more fatigue throughout the workout, the reps may drop to like 18, 19 or whatever, but 20 is always the goal in my mind when I'm doing body weight, especially after doing all those dips, because the chest, the triceps and the front delt is already a bit fatigued. So of course, things are naturally going to decrease, the reps are naturally going to decrease as you go on. But again, we felt good, we felt strong in the movement. We're going through that full range of motion, and when using the parallettes, you can see how you can get that like extra little bit of depth at the bottom compared to when you're working on the ground. That's always good. You get an extra stretch on the chest, make it work that bit harder, and that equals more gains, man. I believe we did about 4 sets of these in total. We're always trying to make sure that the body posture is correct. Even when we are tired, we try to do the little things correctly, because it's the little things that count. We don't let the lower back sag. We try to keep the body as streamlined as possible, making sure that we're going all the way up, all the way down. Just the small things. The small things always count. Understand? How you do one thing is how you do everything. They say, but yeah, I think there's some truth in that, to be honest. If you cut corners in certain things, you know, you generally pass it. It has a knock-on effect to other things. So I think I would agree, and I think it's something that if you are aware of and conscious of, then you know you can start to change those habits here and there. Maybe not even in working out. Maybe when it comes to cleaning, cooking, you know, conversations, listening, whatever. If you give something your full attention, if you stay present in the moment, if you pay attention to detail, it will pass over, and like, yeah, you know, it will just play in your brain when you know you're not giving something 100%. Do you know what I mean? But we're all human. We're all on this journey. We're all trying to become the best version of ourselves. And these things take time, man. These things really do take time. But anyway, I'm babbling. Let me get back to the workout. So then we got into some diamond push-ups for the triceps. Now, for diamonds, you don't always have to bring your hands this close together. You know, if you understand human anatomy, the closer that you bring your hands together, the more the triceps take over compared to the chest. However, they don't have to be this close together. If you have wrist problems, or you know, you're just not as mobile in the wrists, then you can actually widen your hands a little bit, and you're not going to lose like tremendous amounts of tricep effort if you do that. I think there was a study actually that said that there's like a certain distance where the triceps just naturally take over. You can look it up yourself, but that's just a little, you know, little insider for you guys if you do struggle with triceps on your wrist, because sometimes I do get some wrist pain as well, and I'll just move my hands further apart to take some of the pressure off the wrist, man. It's, you know, as simple as that. Or I would just do some wrist work, you know, just to strengthen those wrist ups or things of that nature, you understand? But yeah, we did about 3 or 4 sets of diamonds. I think it was again about 15 to 20 reps on each, man. But again, at this point, the triceps are ready for tea. You can see I've got a nice little pump in the triceps, man. Working hard. This is what actually I love about bodyweight, is that you can just perform it anywhere, man. Doesn't matter about the location. So it was nice again to have access to some actual weights. So we took advantage of that, and we did some accessory work. We got some single arm tricep extensions. Again, I'm not like for or against using weights. Like, I'll use them as accessory work, but right now the kind of thing I'm interested in is probably mastering my body weight more than actual weight lifting. So again, I will use weights if I feel like something is lacking, or I'll use bands, you know, other accessories just to add to the bulk of the workout. I'm not stuck in like one mode of thinking or one mode of training. Do you understand? I always try to make the best of everything. So these were cool to do. Usually I perform them with bands because I don't have dumbbells in Grenada. So hey, these were nice to use. And I actually bought these weight plates a long time ago, so they're going strong. I think I probably bought them when I was about maybe 16, 17, but I didn't really make use of them until I got into my early 20s. Maybe like 1920s. I really started to make good use of them, or possibly even earlier than that. Actually, no, 18, 19. I really started to make good use of them, man. But they're cool. They weren't expensive buy, and they get the job done. I think the most, like, if I was to rack all of them up on the bar, I think it probably totals like maybe just over 40 kilos. So, you know, it's not the heaviest, but you can still get something done with 14 kilos, especially when it comes to things like, you know, bicep curls and shoulder press and all that sort of stuff. So make it work, man. And then we got into some more tricep extensions, but just from a different angle. We really brutalized the triceps in this workout, man. But I think it was more so just having the availability of dumbbells. I kind of got excited, man. Kind of thought, yeah, I'm gonna do this exercise, that exercise. You know, it's been a long time since I've been able to use a dumbbell. Yes, I think it's probably been about over maybe 3 or 4 years since I've actually had a dumbbell at my what's the word they usually say? Disposal? No, not disposal. Disposal. Jesus Christ. Now, anyway, yeah, so we did about 4 sets of these, man. and they felt good. They felt nice. You can see the tricep head working there. You always want to make sure that when you're working out, the muscle that you're aiming to work out, you can feel it in that muscle. You're not feeling it in other areas, because it's very easy for larger muscle groups to take over in certain movements if the weight's too heavy, if you're not performing the exercise correctly, so just be mindful of that, just be very mindful. And then we got into some shoulder press. Now this again was very easy compared to using the bricks, because I could actually just load it up and be like, okay, this is too heavy, this is not too heavy, add like a 2.5 or 1.25 whatever plate to the bar. So this was cool, man. It was nice to use, and also nice to grip a bar that I can actually grip compared to the iron pipe that I usually use. But I'm not complaining, to be honest, man. It's just a different vibe, different equipment. Some things are easier, but hey, at the end of the day, job's got to be done regardless. So I just make the most of the weights while I am here, and then hopefully I'll be able to get them over there one day, and the workouts will be much more efficient when it comes to loading up and all that sort of jazz. So yeah, we just done some front raises as well, making sure that the weight again is not too heavy. We're not swinging, we're not using other muscle groups to aid us. We want strictly the shoulders working, and also some of the back working as well to help stabilize the movement. And we did about I think it was 3 or 4 sets of these. This is definitely one of my more longer workouts, I would say, compared to what I usually do. It's usually bing bang wash and then we're done. But there was a lot of accessory work in this workout today, and I think maybe because I'm sure I didn't work out for the first 2 or 3 days, maybe when I got back. So I was probably in my head thinking I got to make up for lost time, and of course I'm not gonna atrophy in 2 or 3 days, but it's just mental stuff, you know what I mean? And then we used the resistance bands to work the chest, man. Get some nice what are they called again? Damn, see, I'll be forgetting exercises names. I'm so used to doing bodyweight, I forget when I'm using equipment what the exercise is called. However, man, these were cool. Get that little extra chest pump, man. Always making it work. I told you about resistance bands. If you ain't got a resistance band set, what are you doing? Get yourself some, man. You have to get yourself some. But they were cool. We've done a couple sets of those, and then that is the end of the workout. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.